Hi, my handsome and beautiful friends. We have been swimming, so I look very irresistible. This is another free reading for someone in the collective. I've done some channeling for you, but first, well, I think I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to go through the channeling first that I picked up, and then I'll read what your question is, and we'll go through. I pulled from 3 sets of cards, but I feel like there's 2 more sets that I need to pull cards from. So as we go through the cards, if I feel like there's still something left, I'll pull from those. And as I was getting ready to, I pulled the decks out and I cleared them and everything, cleared and shuffled and everything. And Spirit was like, hold off for a second. And I was like, okay. I mean, who am I to argue? So I'm going to go through kind of what I picked up and what I just channeled. And then we'll go through the 3 decks that I already pulled from. And if we need to move on, we'll move on. Okay. So here is what I picked up from you that, from your energy when I was channeling you and this, partnership separation type energy. Okay. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. So I picked up number 1, that you were stubborn. Okay. I feel like you're both stubborn. As I said that, Spirit was like, that's kind of both of them. This is an Aries Pisces duo. So we've got your fire, his water. Your energy is very fast and decisive, and his is very deeply thought out and slow moving. Okay. Commonality is is being stubborn. Like in your ways, you're both stubborn. Okay. Also, what I was picking up is that you have a positive outlook for things that you can accomplish. You have high energy levels and overall enthusiastic. You always want to know the whys of everything. You would rather do than to just talk about it. Spirit is saying that your most compatible signs are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Leo, and you are not very compatible with Capricorn or Cancer. So Pisces didn't really fall in that, but I'm not getting any kind of vibes at all, neutral on that. Okay, so that's not good or bad, but Spirit, okay, so they're telling me Sagittarius is sticking out. I don't know if that is maybe a moon or rising for your partner, but Sagittarius is sticking out. I mean, that would make sense. I mean, that would kind of match your fiery energy a little bit, but anyway, Spirit, there were a couple of, this is usually not my thing, and I usually don't pick up on things like this. So when Spirit tells me anything that has anything to do with someone's health or things of that nature, I take it very seriously, because that's just not my forte. Okay, so I picked up on you are prone to heat exhaustion, nosebleeds, and vision issues. So I don't know if Spirit gave me those things as a form of confirmation for you for something, or if those are things that you need to be aware of. I'm not really sure where that's going, but that's not something that I typically channel. So prone to heat exhaustion, nosebleeds, and vision issues. I also picked up that longevity comes when things are allowed to happen organically and aren't rushed. You can become depressed when he doesn't support your passions. You are louder and more impulsive, and he is more deep and thoughtful. you need to be more settled and he needs to meditate. Specifically, meditate. He needs clarity with connections. Friendships and romance can be interchangeable for him, and they need definitions or clear boundaries for them. Maybe that's something that you guys are working through or trying to figure out. I'm not really sure, but that was something that really, really stood out to me as I was channeling, is that it's not that he is trying to force one or the other. It's just kind of his mentality that the two kind of go hand in hand with each other. So like clear, concise boundaries are important for you to enforce. He communicates more energetically through telepathy and intuition, and you're more outspoken. You need freedom to grow and become better, and are good at showing others how to evolve and elevate. So I picked, like, after I got that little channel there, I was like, oh, that's fantastic. Like another light worker. Fantastic. I kind of got a caution, and it wasn't like big red flag caution. It wasn't like the yellow caution tape, but it was just kind of like, hey, yield, be aware of. Like, this is not detrimental to anything, but it's one of those like little FYI things. He may see that as manipulation rather than you trying to prepare him for what life is bringing to him. So kind of just keep that in mind. I think that you are just more outspoken and he's more soft-spoken. So it comes across as more dominance than it does teaching. Your sex life is fire. Your sex life is fire. That is good. Overall, if you become softer and he becomes more excited, everything will be magical. He will teach you empathy and compassion, and you will show him how to make his dreams come true. So through the channel, I didn't pick up a yes or a no on anything, but what I did pick up is that this connection is very doable as long as you both put in the work. And I think that that was your main concern. Like, is he doing that? So here is your little snippet from what you would like to know. And after that, we will move on to the cards. So overall, what I picked up from that, my friend, is that really what we need to establish, or what I'm going to try to get from Spirit for clarity and guidance for you, is if he is doing the work, and is he coming towards you while that work is being done or after that work is being done. I think the other two things kind of just fall in line with that. Like, is he moving away from you? Well, I mean, I think that the answers are going to go hand in hand. Does that make sense? So we're going to focus more on the positive aspects of it, and the just the scenarios of if he is doing the work, and like, what is he doing movement wise. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Aries and Pisces. I don't know why that just came into my head again. So is he doing the work, and is he coming towards you? Put this down here. I usually don't use this little mini tarot. I usually just like keep this with me, but for some reason I was very, very drawn to it. And first too, and I don't know why. Maybe because of the very direct questions that you're asking. Is he doing the work, and is he coming towards you? I only got 2 cards from here. And you know what? From all 3 decks, I only got 2 cards. Okay. Is he doing the work? Is he moving towards you? Is he doing the work? Happiness is my priority. I'm going to say yes, that he is doing some type of work if happiness is his priority. Let's remember though, and this may be something that you can kind of just slip a bug in his ear, is that emotions are fleeting. So how you feel about something is a fleeting feeling. Happiness is a good feeling to have, but we have ebbs and flows of those emotions. So maybe more contentment is where he should strive to be, contentment towards happiness, the longevity of that maybe. But getting this card, happiness is my priority, that is telling me that he is working towards something within himself. Okay. Is he moving towards you? I still don't have all the answers. So that's not a no. I feel like these are 2 very good clarity cards to move forward with. So maybe because we only got 2, let's just see. 2 from everyone. Maybe these are the energies that we're going to play off of. You can't even see those, but okay, it is what it is. I'm going to put these 2 up here. So maybe I'll put them down. I'm going to put them somewhere just so you can see them and we can have them as the basis of where we're going with this. Okay. So next here we've got 3 of Pentacles. What I'm getting is that there is a common ground here, that ultimately, like, what you both want is to work together to create one common goal. It feels like you are a little more advanced on that journey than he is, but rest assured that this is something that does go through his mind. That is telling me that there's also being some work done there. Also, I think that you know this. I think that you intuitively know these things. You just, because things are moving so slowly, maybe you just needed confirmation on this. And next we have King of Cups. This is water energy, as you know, and like, he is definitely doing work, because that is this is the level of achievement that he is trying to reach, is that emotional stability within himself, so that he can bring clarity, emotional clarity to you as well. But I'm also getting that there has to be some sort of compromise between you two, because you're way more logic driven and he's way more, he wears his heart on his sleeve. I feel like he overthinks things, and you just kind of do. You don't overthink. You're like, okay, this is what needs to happen. This is what I'm doing. And you do it. And he's like, okay, this is what I need to do, but I need to plan a course of action for that. So in order to get to Z, I have to do A, and I have to do A well. Then I have to do B, and I have to do B well. Then I have to do C, and I have to do C well, and so on to get to Z. And he doesn't always quite get to Z because he has all of these things that happen in between each thing. So what I'm hearing is that he really does want to have that emotional balance with you. I think that he kind of yearns for that a little bit. Maybe I don't know. I don't feel like you are hard, but I feel like that he is overly soft and maybe just needs a little more compassion than most. And if that is something that you can handle and something that you can take on, by all means, that this is going to be easy. But that is for you to figure out. Is he too emotional for you? Don't settle. Neither one of you need to settle. But getting clarity on the emotional aspect of where he kind of comes from, is it's going to be relying on you whether you two come back into fruition, like full fruition again. Okay. Now we've got sold, physical location, location change, and moving. This feels quite literal, that one of you has to move. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like that you guys are too terribly far apart. And I'm not really picking up on whether this physical move is to be closer to each other or not. But someone needs to move. Like, someone is in an environment that is not conducive to their lifestyle and where they are trying to go with their life. I'm not picking up who that is either. And next we've got winner. It's a Sagittarius energy, a surprise. I channeled Sagittarius. I mean, I would be very, very shocked if he does not have moon or rising Sagittarius. Regardless, something is going to happen in the winter. I feel like it's this move. And I feel like tables are going to turn once that happens. I feel like there's a lot of stress around that too. So the other two decks we're definitely going to do. I've already cleared and shuffled them. So Spirit, what is it that she needs to know? All right, we got 2 out with this one too. This is just an energy of 2. So 2's maybe big with something. So the first one that we have is expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Okay, specifically what I'm getting here is I'm picking up not like completely no contact. I'm not getting that at all. But I am getting a sense of like release and kind of not letting go. 22 on my timer. All the 2s. Let go of control. Have a talk with your higher self. And ask your higher self to have a talk with his higher self. I feel like intuitively, those types of conversations are going to be very, very beneficial for him. But Spirit is saying just maybe space. Put a little distance between you two. Maybe let him reach out to you. Don't shoot him down. Don't go no contact. Do what's best for you. Do what is best for you. Next, we have fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin it again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. That is happening after this move and in the wintertime, my friend. We've got one more deck. This is the Romance Angels. We're going to see what Spirit has for you there, and then we're going to wrap this up. I feel like you might have your answers already, but we'll see. All right, well, nothing came out there, and what that tells me is that Spirit is actually saying she knows what this is. You know what this is. So thank you for reaching out and getting this reading. I really appreciate you trusting me to get your guidance and your clarity. For anybody else in the collective, if this may have resonated with you, or there are parts of it that resonate with you and you have any questions, I have some links in my link tree, one for free readings. There are 2 options there, and then I have all 3 of my paid sessions, which are private, are also in my link tree, so check those out. And you also had, like, you marked in your form that you would like information on the paid readings. They are now in my link tree. They didn't used to be, but they are now, so you can go check those out if you need additional clarity and guidance on this, okay? I appreciate you so much. I love all of you so incredibly much, and I'll see you next time.